I don't want to see Ed again. I want no more contact with Ed.
Lie.
Yeah, this is the version I fell in love with, right? I hate you so much.
You're ready, huh? He keeps making you look stupid.
True.
Awesome! We did it! We finally made it to part 5 of the Happily Ever After tell-all. This is the final part. It's over! And we pick up right where we left off on part 4, with Lauren getting called out by Sophie and Thais. This was right after Lauren said she was getting some half-assed hugs when they were leaving a few hours early.
Why did you want to ask me questions? Ask me questions,
But that's
please.
what I'm saying. There was nothing to ask because you guys don't show any of the bad side.
Are you not here?
So Lauren and Alexi's entire season was centered around Lauren's plastic surgery. I'm guessing that's what Sophie is talking about, but they did show them not getting along, struggling with balancing everything. So this just feels like a way to just call out Lauren because they don't like her. Or it was just a made-up argument to squeeze that last bit of drama out before Lauren and Alexi leave. I don't like Lauren that much, but Sophie and Thais' argument was very confusing. Thais couldn't even say exactly what Lauren said about her on Pillow Talk.
Because you were like, she saw this, she saw that. Just, oh, I don't like her.
Oh, that's what she said. She has no idea what Lauren said. The overall issue that started this, though, is that Lauren and Alexi are leaving early. And I thought at first that meant they were leaving a day early or something. But no, they're just leaving from the tell-all instead of the house.
You're not bad. I never said I was. You act like that. Are you out of your mind?
They're missing maybe a few hours. I hear no one calling out Angela for being late, not showing up, and she actually leaves from the tell-all too, just like Lauren and Alexi. I noticed that she would just appear and disappear at her leisure as many times as she wanted to. She even scared Sean at one point.
Oh my goodness.
I don't see anybody fussing about that. They just ask Angela questions about what is next for her and Michael.
What's the future for you guys?
Anger management.
I cannot believe I'm saying this, but Jasmine is the MVP of this tell-all. Did you catch what she said? I wish she would have said it a little more directly though. I'll play it again.
What's the future for you guys?
Anger management.
They do question what Angela means when she says that she's going to take her visa, which is Michael's visa.
You should have seen this.
You're being all day being a male chauvinist pig. Suck my
Luckily, this is the last time we have to see this crap, and the cast seems to be just as over it. I'm glad that Kobe doesn't just let up either because they're leaving.
My wife kept saying, give me my visa. That's your personal document.
shut his
I am not shutting my mouth.
She can hop around all she wants. It does not faze Kobe, and Michael is still going to escape you, you miserable bitch. And after seeing how this tell-all went, I'm wondering if the cast members actually helped him escape. We'll get to that a little bit later. Back at the mansion, two couples have already left, Lauren and Alexi, and Angela and Michael. But there is still some last-minute drama before everyone gets ready to pack and go home. Apparently, Manuel has been DMing Jasmine outside of the show. Nothing flirty, according to her, just stuff about the green card, but then he tells her to delete the messages they have between each other.
Could it be possible that she delayed this process on purpose?
Manuel also told Jasmine that he was being controlled. And I said this in my part 4 video, but just to summarize, I think that Ashley was not helping Manuel with his work visa because she does not trust him at all. If she's keeping him home and around all of the time, she can check up on everything he is doing, including checking his social media accounts. Should she do that? No. If he's going to do something shady, I don't think she can stop him. She's just delaying the inevitable. But his frustration with their situation has gotten to the point where he says he's going to work to send back money for his kids in Ecuador, or he's done. And then they get into this argument at the mansion about how I guess Ashley did print out the documents at one point, but he said that she didn't, and they're loud enough about this argument that everyone hears.
I'm gonna go listen to that.
Yo comprar un imprimador por sus papeles, loco.
The paperwork has been filed though, so I don't know why they're arguing about this. I think he's still mad that the paperwork took a long time. They cannot seem to drop this argument. Gone are the days where they could just bang it out in a public restroom and it solved all their problems. Now they are definitely not in a good spot, but we will probably see them again on Happily Ever After, even though it seems like Manuel is saying he's ready to leave and go back to Ecuador. Jasmine and Gino also end the night equally as bad. They had seemed to be doing pretty well throughout most of this tell-all, but one fight makes all of that disappear.
I have
8 months patiently being rejected and tell them all the that you told me at home. Even your family is against you, Gino.
He doesn't look scared at all. He just looks over it. Like he truly doesn't seem to care. I mean, it has been the same argument this entire time, multiple seasons. They don't have any intimacy and it's just getting worse. So I'm sure we'll see them again on Happily Ever After, maybe The Last Resort, because Jasmine has a timeline of when she will be done with this relationship completely.
He has 4 weeks, a month.
So the only other couple that's not really a couple anymore, that has unfinished business for us to see play out, I guess you could say, is Ed and Liz. I'm not even going to bother with Rob and Sophie. I still have no idea what's going on with them, and they don't seem to know either. So I thought after the whole Liz showing her new boyfriend off in front of Ed scenes that their business was finished. But no, apparently it's not after everyone says goodbye and heads to the airport.
I don't want to see Ed again. I want no more contact with Ed.
Liz says that this is her and Ed's final goodbye, but it's just too emotional when they get to that car. You have no idea how badly we want to believe you, Liz. But your random weird touchy-feeliness with the mucus man is making us feel otherwise. And their long goodbye, just ugh.
This sucks.
And after everyone leaves, we get some bonus scenes that actually make the whole Ed and Liz situation look worse. Yeah, worse. They add this segment at the end of the tell-all called, not kidding, The Couples Tell More. So creative, right?
It's Happily Ever After, The Couples Tell More.
And there are a lot of clips of Ed and Liz being way too friendly with each other. There's a clip where he gives her an old picture of them together.
That's our engagement.
So you want to keep a picture, but have no contact with him anymore and close this chapter in your life. Okay.
Can I keep it?
Yes.
I hate you so much.
You're ready, huh?
Does she just need like a constant slideshow of him canceling their wedding playing in the background at this house? Because having the cast around constantly reminding her that he sucks is not working.
He keeps making you look stupid.
So I tried to slightly give her the benefit of the doubt and think she could have just been hanging out with Ed the first night because he's the only person she knows from the cast on the first day in the house. I don't know why I'm doing that, I'm dumb. But then Patrick points out how close they really were on that first night before her boyfriend got there.
You know, I appreciate...
Bro, you were all cuddled, snuggled up with Liz the whole time.
I know.
You guys are holding hands. Jason saw it where you guys are acting. They'd be done.
And I'm really wondering if Liz's boyfriend will watch this episode and be upset, because I really doubt he would be okay with any of that. And I cannot believe that I'm going to actually agree with Ed here. Bear with me. I agree that he could have taken things too far the first night.
I know me, and I know Liz's weaknesses. Could I have done it? Absolutely. But she would have felt like...
The bonus scenes they keep airing just make me believe it more and more.
Yeah, this is the version I fell in love with, right?
I'm not in love with him anymore. That doesn't mean that I still don't have a lot of love for him.
I still can't believe that I went from being so happy for Liz to yelling "shut up" multiple times during any of her scenes with Ed. And even after all of this, she still insists that she is okay with closing the chapter with Ed. Liz, you look like the biggest idiot on this tell-all. Jasmine's the MVP, Liz is the biggest idiot.
We'll always love you. This is not goodbye, but you also owe me $50.
And I think after this airs, Liz is going to be single again and go back to Ed. I was really rooting for her to move on, but this just, wow. It makes me want to scream. There were some other additional bonus scenes aired, like the whole lie detector segment. Only Jasmine did the lie detector. Just Jasmine, nobody else. They do ask her some pretty good questions though, like, are you attracted to Gino? And she said yes, which was true. And one question that I was actually very curious about.
Did you cheat with Dane the night before you left for America?
I think a lot of us can remember when Jasmine screamed about how she could have slept with Dane before she came to the US and wondered if something had happened.
No.
True.
The only thing that would have completely cleared my curiosity about that is if the question was worded, did you ever cheat with Dane? But you know, whatever. The only other questions were if Jasmine plans to leave Gino, in which she says no, which is true, and if she thinks that her boobs are too big. And she lies about that one.
I actually want them bigger.
Big Ed is watching, and he wants to remind you to subscribe to the Kiblz channel.
You're my best view.
This would have been way more fun and I think included on day 2 of the tell-all if more cast members actually did it. The other bonus scenes include Gino admitting he likes his toes sucked more than anything else, if you get where I'm going with that. And then there's some drama between Ashley and Alexi because he made a hand gesture to tell her to stop interrupting people.
I'm gonna speak if it's okay with Lexi that I speak. Is it okay with you that I speak?
Sure.
I am still shocked that this guy got the most heat from the cast and Sean than anyone else, especially with Skeletor there. There's also some drama with Emily and Kobe picking a baby name, which just ended up with Kobe winning and them naming their son what he wanted. But we end with an update from Angela and Michael, the one that everyone has been waiting for.
We was home 4 days, I believe. 4 days, 3 days, he was gone.
Ha! After watching this woman abuse Michael for years, he took off just days after the tell-all. And the timing makes me really wonder if some of the cast helped him with this. Just to note, I have not heard that they did. The timing just has me speculating. But I don't know how they wouldn't help him after what they witnessed. And I'm sure they witnessed more than we even saw. And his story of his escape is wild.
And saying all sorts of things to me. So it got to a point you just had to leave.
While Angela was out running errands, Michael grabbed his essentials and walked 5 hours away from Angela's house. Imagine that you are so desperate to get away from someone that you walk for 5 hours.
At some point, I almost got bitten by a dog.
At one point, he was able to borrow a phone and get a hold of some of his friends, and they helped him get to a bus station and travel 18 hours to an undisclosed location. He got away! Yes!
I want to move on with my life. Enough is enough.
And now what's going on is he's trying to get a divorce from Angela and stay in the US. Angela, on the other side of this, is trying to get an annulment of their marriage. That way he would get sent back to Nigeria. I mean, Michael has a good case, I would think. TLC has been profiting off his abuse for years, so it's all on tape. It's captured in 4K. Michael is currently asking for help with his legal battle and has a GoFundMe. He raised quite a bit of money for this legal battle too, which is great. So the happily ever after tell-all is officially over, and Michael has escaped. Let me know what you think of this part 5 of the tell-all. I'm glad they included that bonus footage. I like how we got the updates at the end, but I cannot believe how stupid that part made Liz look. I am so curious about what her boyfriend thinks of all of this bonus footage. So, final thoughts. I'm glad this is over. And Liz, stay away from Ed. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye!